Yo, what's up, guys? This is exactly what I was worried about. AC Milan dropped Cagliari 3-3 after that spectacular win in the Champions League Tuesday night against Real Madrid, defeating them 3-1. And guys, I think we could all say that we were pretty excited to watch Milan tonight, especially at that performance on Tuesday. We heard yesterday in Paulo Fonseca's press conference that he would be starting 16-year-old Francesco Camarda in his first start for AC Milan, becoming the second youngest player ever to start for the club. And we all thought to ourselves, okay, this should be a good game. Milan are coming off a great win, and hopefully they respond with another good win in Serie. Well, unfortunately, that was not the case, guys. And Cagliari brought Milan right back down to earth a minute into the game. Cagliari had a cross. They cross it in, goes right by everybody, right to Zortea. Zortea takes the shot, and he scores. But you can see, guys, Mike Magnan's vision's a bit impeded by Lovumbo. But the referees don't say anything. VAR doesn't look at it. The goal stands, and it stays 1-0 Cagliari. After the goal, guys, I would say Milan started dominating play a bit. They started making some good runs. They started dictating possession. In the 14th minute, Reinders with a spectacular chip to Rafa Leao. What a chip by Reinders, guys. And what a finish by Leao to chip it over the Cagliari keeper to tie the game up after 14 minutes of play. And Milan did not stop there, guys. They started continuing possession. They continued to play well. Youssouf Fofana with a spectacular ball right to Leao. Leao splits between the two defenders, blows by the Cagliari keeper. He puts it in the empty net. Milan take a 2-1 lead with 40 minutes left. But then after, guys, Cagliari did not let that goal deflate them. As you guys see here, Angelo had a cross in. Unfortunately, before this cross came in, Stehenia Pavlovic made a horrible pass, which caused this cross. Angelo makes the cross in right to Zappa, and Zappa takes the shot, and he scores. But luckily enough, Viola, as you guys hear on the replay, he touches it on the follow-through. Luckily enough, he was offside. You can see referees disallow the goal, and it stays 2-1 Milan. Milan were lucky, though, too, because a minute prior to that goal, Piccoli had an opportunity to tie the game up, And look, that goal went wide. But Milan obviously had some worrying signs going into halftime. You could see they were not playing well defensively. I would say so, right, guys? Milan was not playing well defensively. They were conceding too many crosses, too many opportunities. You would think Paulo Fonseca would make a change, right? Nope. Fonseca doesn't make any changes at halftime. Cagliari come into the second half, and not even 5 minutes in, Milan concede once again. Fofana, him and Pavlovic try to go for the same ball. Fofana gets to it first. He thought Pavlovic was going to stay where he was. Pavlovic instead tries to attack for the ball. Unfortunately, it goes right by Pavlovic. Cagliari come in, and they score, tying the game 2-2. And you're just thinking to yourself, this bloody team cannot defend for their damn life. Right, guys? It's just absolutely pathetic to see the way this team has been defending its Serie A lately. It's an absolute joke. But then after Paulo Fonseca had made some substitutions, he brought in Tammy Abraham and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So after a couple minutes in, Pulisic had shifted to the right. He comes in on the right, takes the shot. Cagliari save it? But Tammy Abraham, with his striker instinct, goes right in for the rebound. He finishes it off. Milan take a 3-2 lead. And we're thinking to ourselves, okay, can they hold this lead? Unfortunately, no. Fonseca made more changes. He brings in Tomori, he brings in Okafor, and he brings in Musa. And guys, if you ask me, I think he made these substitutions way too late in the game. And unfortunately, it bites Milan in the ass once again. Cagliari got the ball in the corner, kick on the corner side there. You see Noah Okafor just ball watching. Instead of taking Zappa, you can see Teo, Pavlovic, and Chow in the box. Okafor's just ball watching. Angelo, again, this bastard, every time, I'm telling you, Angelo, man, was absolutely killing Milan today, guys, with these crosses. He was just a nightmare for them today, guys. Puts in another beautiful cross, and Zappa decides, I'm going to whip out my Roberto Carlos type kick, and hits it on the one-timer, and absolutely scores a spectacular world-class goal, tying the game late for Cagliari. Milan again dropping more points in Serie A, drawing the game 3-3, guys. Now, guys, I will say this. I felt Stehenia Pavlovic had a brutal game. He looked weak defensively, misplacing passes. I didn't think Teo had a great game today. Not his best matchup for sure. All right, Paulo Fonseca, substitutions way too late, I felt. Why are you subbing in these guys in the 88th, 89th minute? Sub them in earlier if you wanted to. If not, don't sub them in because they're fresh. They're not involved in the game. And look what happens, guys. Mistakes are made, especially with the Okafor play there. The guy is looking lackadaisical, doesn't look nowhere involved in the play, and lets his man in behind him to score the game-tying goal. Just not good enough, guys. Not good enough. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, I don't know what this guy is doing on the field. He brings nothing to the team, defensively especially. Okay, sure, he made that pass to Pulisic on the third goal. Whoop-de-doo. Who gives a shit? This guy is not giving enough for the team, guys, and I don't know how the hell he continues to get minutes. It blows my mind. I will say this, though. We would be absolutely screwed with our Reinders and Fofana. Screwed. I know Fofana made the mistake, but especially Reinders, guys. Reinders has been incredible this year. He has helped Milan in every facet of this team, and it's good to see, guys, but when we keep dropping points like this, it's frustrating. Milan could not defend the crosses from Cagliari. They were absolutely wreaking havoc. Cagliari, every time they pressed, they were dangerous. It just seemed like Milan were going to concede 5 goals, and they did, but luckily enough, 2 were offside. You know, Piccoli had another goal that was ruled offside in the game, if you guys remember. Like, Milan are just struggling defensively. But Paulo Fonseca continues to play a 4-2-3-1. I do not understand this manager, guys, why he is being so pig-headed. Just change the form. Play a 3-man backfield. Try it. You know, Chow played it in Germany for Schalke. Tomori's got the pace. You know, try it. Try new things, Fonseca. The 4-2-3-1 doesn't work. There's too many holes in the defense and in the midfield. There's too much. Attacking-wise, we got too much talent. We got so much talent, guys. We score goals with ease, no problem. But we are getting killed in the back line, man. It is absolutely horrendous. Now, I think the only way to do it is to change formation. Everybody is to blame for dropping points today, guys. You know, I probably would have started Fik Tomori today instead of Stahina Pavlovic, especially the way that Tomori played against Madrid. I would have rewarded him with the start. Fonseca chose not to, and I think it was a detriment because Pavlovic had a weak game. Not a very good game today, guys. You know, Teo, like I said, he didn't have a great game either. Freaking guy almost gets a red card at the end of the game. Luckily, it was only a yellow. You know, if he had done anything worse on that play there, he might have gotten a red card. Luckily, he didn't. But not a good game from Teo. And, you know, he's one of my favorite players, but I'm going to hold him accountable when he needs to be held accountable. And today, he was not good enough. But Leao, what a game from him today. Back-to-back fantastic games for him. It seems like he's gotten the message from Fonseca. And look, guys, we've seen how good Rafa can be. All right, and this is the type of player he can be on his day. And without him, we would be screwed in certain games, guys. And today was one of them. You know, I wonder what he would have done against Napoli. We'll never know now. That's Fonseca being incompetent, of course. But, guys, this draw today feels like a loss. And everybody, the entire team, needs to be blamed. You know, Chukwueze didn't have a great half either. I didn't like his game today. I would have brought in Musa at halftime or a little bit earlier than the 88th bloody minute. You know, get him involved in the game a little bit more. But that's what Fonseca decided to do. Camarda, he did okay for his first ever game, you know. He made the right passes when he had to. Didn't get much service, of course. But the kid just needs time. He's going to be a special player, guys. I love the kid very much, and I can see how good he can be. I watched him play in the international team for under-19 Italy. The kid is special, guys. Just give him time and patience, okay? Christian Pulisic, solid again, of course. You know, Christian Pulisic always plays well, tracking back, doing what he has to do in the attack. He wasn't his best game compared to other games, but Pulisic was the reason why Milan scored that third goal, taking the great shot in, and Abraham getting the rebound. But, guys, once again, Milan underwhelming, dropping points, scoring 3 goals. Should have easily been 3 points for the club today, guys. Just inexcusable by this club to concede 3 goals to Cagliari. Cagliari had lost 3 in a row coming into this game, guys. That's the worst thing. They're a relegation side, and Milan are having trouble keeping a clean sheet and conceding less than bloody 2 goals. Like, God almighty, man. Like, it's absolutely frustrating to see. Paulo Fonseca, like I've been saying, needs to possibly change this formation. Do what you did against Madrid. Try it. Try that formation and see how it works. You got Juventus in the next game in Serie after the international break. That's a tough game, massive game now, especially now because you dropped points. If Milan had won this game, the game against Juve is even more important than it is already, right? So, guys, Milan must win now against Juventus. It's a must win. Even though it was before, it's an even more must win now because they dropped points. Juve's playing Torino right now in the Derby della Mole. Let's hope they drop points there because we're going to need them to, guys. Because Milan, again, inexcusably refuse to defend the ball properly. And then, once again, more points are being dropped. And Fonseca needs to stop with this bullshit. He needs to stop with the 4-2-3-1. It needs to end, guys. It seriously does. Like I said, try a 3-4-3. See how that works. If not, try something else because clearly this is not working out, guys. But guys, that's it for this video today. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click like if you like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Forza Milan sempre, guys. Remember, if you do not watch sports, you're on more. Ciao, guys.